Hey Bagolo! Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm Gugu and I'm here with the love of my life,
Kearabilwe,
and we are your
favorite queer couple.
So today we are reflecting on our new segment, Queers Dating Online in Real Life. We filmed the first season.
Woo! So yeah, we filmed the first season yesterday, the 12th of February 2022. And yeah, what you're seeing behind you is the set.
This was the set.
Yes.
How beautiful is the set? It's giving greenery.
Yes.
It's giving
growth,
airy.
Oh, growth. You
Yes.
know, plants. You know,
Just life.
Yes.
Yes, it's giving life.
Yeah.
It's giving
Minimalistic.
openness.
It's giving airy.
You know what I
it's
mean?
giving
Peace.
peace. It's giving me. We are today. We are 20. Where are we? 2022. Where are we?
2022.
Yes, I'm saying. We are in 2022.
Yeah.
Like it's giving me modern. It's giving me airy, and I would like to first say thank you to my baby because. You know, you
I designed the set.
Designed the set.
Yes.
Yeah, Gugu's really
From inspiration from a lot of things.
Obviously.
To be honest.
Yes.
It's not all from my head.
Yes.
But I designed the set.
Yeah, these are not all of our plans. So the second shout out goes out to a friend of mine. Thank you so much
For sponsoring the plants.
Yo, and so quickly. It was just a quick text.
Yeah.
A quick text, literally being like, hey Chomi, we are filming tomorrow. Can I borrow your plants? I will take care of them for the weekend. And without a doubt, my friend said yes. And for that, thank you so much because that allowed honestly our vision to come to life. There's the other shout out that I'd like to give is to another friend of mine, Uradimile Mike. Thank you so much.
Oh my god, that changed our lives. Like the sound is going to be so great because of that mic.
Guys, we're used to projecting, we're used to speaking from here, from
and
the diaphragm.
The participants were not necessarily projecting, so that mic is literally, it saved our lives.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And to the person who also allowed us and gave us the space to do the set. That's the last shout out before we get into our reflections.
Okay, great.
Okay, the other last shout out, last is to everyone that helped us.
Yeah.
A lot of Gugu's friends. I'm not saying Gugu's friends if I'm excluding myself, but
she knows them through me.
Yes.
A lot of our friends helped us yesterday. They were our, what do you call that? Our runners.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a word. But they were our runners on set, you know, people that help out the participants, that keep the things running, basically.
And
they did an amazing job. Thank you so much for sacrificing an entire Saturday. And my last shout out, not my second last, is to my friend who was a participant. She was a trooper. She did such an amazing job. She was so tired at the end, but she did an amazing job. And the last shout out is to Kearabilwe for providing this beautiful painting. She didn't want this painting to be on the set. But I honestly felt like it was fitting. How beautiful and simple is this painting?
Guys,
she's not part of her work, but I feel like
this was the first thing I ever painted last year.
This is so cute, guys. And it's, what does it represent?
It's the lesbian sign.
It's the lesbian sign. How fitting. Anyway.
It's a sign or symbol?
Symbol.
Yes.
Anyway,
let's get
that was the side note, but my real shout out is saying thank you so much. She was responsible for most of like the logistics, getting all that communication with the participants together, getting all the matching together, getting all the, honestly it's so much work with the 9 to 5. I don't know how she did it, but she did it. She did most of like the actual technical implementation, actual process. I was just like
the creative person.
Yeah. I was just here for ambiance, for vibes, but like she did like the actual hard, time-consuming work. So thank you, because child,
it's a bit, and I think
it's a lot of work.
I think just from the get-go, that should tell you guys a lot about our dynamic. Going into the segment, you know, like the teamwork that we bring in and what each person brings. Because because it's a small thing, like whatever I send out, you proofreading an email, you like,
why was I proofreading?
Because of my English.
No spellings.
But I think it's small things like that, like before we send out a Google Doc, you saying like Google will do, like you'll see the banner for the wallpaper, the banners and the ad and stuff like that. So the creativity really does lie a lot on Google's side, and then
just creativity alone doesn't get them money.
Yeah, so getting the technical and the logistics and stuff, I'm your girl, and for that I say thank you, because even today when we were chatting about it, I was like, blind spots, it reminded me of like playing hockey, and always when you have your teammates, giving them a blind spot, shouting out as they're going in, being like, hey, watch your left, watch your right, and I'm so grateful that I got to do this with you.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm also very grateful I got to do it. Yeah. Even though there were lots of just like, we were so annoyed with each other. Honestly, I just... like working with someone, you will be annoyed with them. And even if she was my partner, I was going to be annoyed with her at the end of the day, because planning something with someone, implementing it, spending a whole day filming, being co-producers, like you get so annoyed with each other, because why do I need to spend so much time with one person?
And then on top of that still,
and the stress of it all, then you guys are sharing that stress, it's just like a mess. But I'm still grateful I got to do it with you. I'm sure I'm very happy I got to do it with you. I'll be like, now I know for the next season that I will be annoyed with you, so it won't be a shock.
True.
So now I'll just be like, okay, this is normal, whatever.
But I feel like we handled our annoyances with each other well. Like we didn't now start fighting, and now we're slowing down, making things awkward for the people around us. I truly felt like we stepped in and we didn't take it personally. Like it like obviously you took it personally, but not personally to a point where
for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, we ended the goal of the day, which was to get the dates going
and to keep a good energy.
And I think us leading forth with that at all times and calm down other people's anxiety around us.
Oh, the participants were so like positive, like such beautiful souls, such beautiful energy. Like honestly,
amazing.
That was so beautiful. We're so blessed to have had such beautiful participants for season 1. Like, oh my god.
And they were so like, I think what I enjoyed is it was intent. There was the intention to come here and truly present yourself in the best form of yourself, but also to open up at other people, giving people space to present themselves. I think seeing that, and even how they interacted with us, I was very nervous, because I was like, okay, we're meeting people who have only met us through the screen. They have a certain idea of us, but they truly treated us and met us like human beings. It wasn't like, oh, this is this, like they were so like, how are you? And it felt like as if I was meeting someone that I could be a friend with or hang with, or you know what I mean? And the energy, the positivity was totally amazing. Even our team that we had said such wonderful things about our participants, and our participants said wonderful things about our runners and our team as well. So
amazing.
It was a good day.
It didn't come without its hiccups though. Like, there were so many things that went not according to plan, such as some people cancelling, not being able to make it because of
unfortunately
emergencies. And stuff like that, which just made it, because it was last minute cancellations, it just made everything just like, oh my god, I put in so much work, I had something, I made a schedule, and someone cancels, it's like, what the hell? But it's like, for some reason, Miss Dorsey over here, which is her, for those who don't know, I don't know, you just like somehow made it work, and you reshuffled the schedule last minute, it worked out perfectly, and it was just like, child. That was amazing.
But I think even us talking about it, like, I don't know, I feel like you and I have mastered, when things don't go well, staying focused. And I think we've mastered it outside of this YouTube space in our own personal capacities and what life has thrown at us up until this point, then we're able to apply that skill at certain points. Like, it was like, obviously it's disappointing that this person can't come and you have this, but it's like, okay,
what's the plan now?
That's the plan, because in an hour, the days are starting,
Yeah.
what's happening? You know,
solutions must be found.
So I really learned a lot about that, you know, and just you're right. Yeah, that was a big curveball.
Your child.
Yeah, a big curveball.
And it's something that I knew from the beginning could happen, but I like kept putting it at the back of my mind. I was like, no, don't think negatively, sweetie. Like, that's not gonna happen. But it's like working with people, child, like, things are super unpredictable.
Yes.
People might not make it. Something can happen in their life.
Yes.
Like, you
Something can happen in our lives. Something, because
but you cannot control. When you're working with people, control is not something you will have 100% of.
Out the window.
Like, you must think of a plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E, plan F. Like, it's just a lot.
I think how we tried to control our risk was firstly like asking people when they'd be free. Literally, we asked people like end of Jan, when would you be free? And we gave them 2 possible dates. And then on top of that, after that, we asked people to RSVP like close to a week before. You know, so I think that's how we tried to control and have an idea and a number of how many people are coming. And so when the last minute is it pulling out? Cancellations occurred. It was like, okay, we just spoke yesterday and you said you're coming and we're sorting things out. So and it's like, it's no hard feelings. Like, okay, I personally, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, it's life, you know what I mean? But I think the fact that the communication was at least so early in the morning helped, instead of if it was 10 minutes before they were supposed to arrive. So I think I appreciated such an early communication, even though it would be great if it was the previous day, but
like a week before. But that's just not how that works. Yes. We're going to talk about how we basically came up with the concept. So how did we come up with the concept?
I think we watch a whole lot of like dating shows in general, and even on YouTube, even on Netflix and stuff like that. So I think just sitting and watching that, I appreciated like series where you'd see queer couples here and there, queer representation, but I always felt like there's something lacking a bit. You know, there's not a channel or space that is just mainly focused on queer dating. You know, like you have shows that are mainly focused on heterosexual dating, like The Bachelor, like that is it. You know, that is it. But with queerness, it's always kind of thrown in and sprinkled in just for diversity purposes. So I think,
and that's even sometimes
and stuff like that. So number one was saying no. I would like to see something that is just dedicated to queerness in this space.
I think we're just frustrated at the amount of dating shows that are there, and they all exclude queer people.
Yes.
And we were just like, I don't know, we've been wanting to do something outside of us on the channel that is basically dedicated to queer couples or queer people, like single people. And then we were at a coffee shop having breakfast, and then she's talked about, I don't know what you said, I think you're like, why don't we do like where like queer people come date on our shows?
I pitched the idea to you.
And then we're like, oh my god, what if it's like Tinder? And then you can like pick who you want to match with, but then the date is actually like in real life, it's not virtual. And we're just like, and then we just started brainstorming and just
picking on each other.
It's just like all that. I was like, why don't we name it Queers Dating Online in real life? And you're like, oh my god, that's amazing. What is and then it just, you know.
So that was towards the end of 2021.
And then whenever I find some free time, then I would like play with making banners and stuff. And then we're like, okay, this is kind of
coming to life.
Real.
Yeah, it's coming real.
Let's do it.
Yes.
So to be honest, the seed came from her brain.
Oh.
So that was how we came up with the concept.
Yes. True.
It was dope.
But you watered it so much though. No, but honestly.
You love a good metaphor. Leave me alone. Yeah, so basic, that's just the basic of how we come with it.
Also, sorry, but I think in watching the other dating shows, I didn't feel like there were genuine connections. I felt like I could feel that this is curated. This isn't for the purpose of what they say.
Of finding love.
Of finding a connection. And I think I truly believe in the beauty of queerness and how as queer people, we are very great at establishing connections, and I wanted that to come across.
Yeah.
I wanted to show what a date can look like when someone is just purely interested in getting to know you.
Yes.
I don't need to
sexualize.
It's not gimmicks. It's not about
I'm trying to be funny.
Yes.
It's not I'm trying to look cool.
Yeah,
I'm really here. I'm open.
Yes.
And intentional about being here to get to know you and also showing myself.
Self.
If there's a genuine connection, great.
It will build from that. Yes.
If not, that's cool too.
Yeah.
It was just great experience.
Exactly. It's not about pickup lines. It's not about am I cool. It's not about am I smooth. It's not about. It was literally, and I think that is.
And that's what happened.
That's
exactly what happened.
It's because I knew that is queer people, because we see each other. We see people.
Yeah.
We see human beings. We don't go and see, someone that I can smash. No, we see.
I mean,
mostly, most of the time.
Yeah,
and I think that's what you guys saw in the season, that it was truly people.
I think that's what that was also our intention.
Yes.
That is genuine connections. That's why it wasn't necessarily about trying to bring like popular people or people that are
well known.
Yes.
So people can watch.
It was more about genuine people like us, like regular people that are genuinely looking for a connection.
Yes.
Or just trying to do something out of their comfort zone, trying to get to know more queer people.
Yes.
Did I say queer?
Queer
people. Trying to get to, like, it was just, you know what I'm saying?
It was a safe bubble, and I think,
and
it was a bubble, and also it's what you touched on, queer representation. That any person, the everyday people came. And that was it.
Yeah.
Like, that is it.
Yeah.
Putting queer people in your screens, that was
and
it.
that allows, if you just open it up to the public and they enter and they're participants, it allows them to be genuine representation, because the public is, if you go and pick people that you like and that you, because that's we all have biases.
Confirmation bias.
Exactly. So if I had to pick people, they wouldn't necessarily represent all queer people, because there's going to be people that Gugu finds interesting, that Gugu thought were cool, but it's not genuinely like who can represent everybody. So I think that element, we really wanted it to just be genuine representation for people, not just like what we think is cool
and stuff like that. And I enjoyed that. I enjoyed
it. Was so like beautiful to watch. Like I feel like I'm not the same person after yesterday. It genuinely just changed something within me. Like I just watching, I don't know, you know what I mean? Because we were the producers, so we're sitting, obviously, you know how producers sit and they're watching the camera the whole time and seeing every single. It was so beautiful to watch, and it was just like,
I learned
are just so open, and they're just themselves, and they're just like such beautiful people, and they're just. Are amazing.
And it is the ease in which the dates occurred in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Because I was worried. I was like,
it was such a safe space. The energy was so like safe and calm and open and just. I can't even describe it.
I never experienced something like that.
It was beautiful to watch, and I appreciate every single person who participated, because it's so hard putting yourself out there, and even more in front of a camera,
knowing that it's going to be posted, knowing that
everyone can watch it themselves, and it's I don't take that for granted.
And we truly hope it came across. Please comment down below. You guys have watched the season now. Did you feel like it came across in that sense?
And please enter for season 2.
Definitely.
If you didn't. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Sure, you're right. And I think for me, it was the people's responses, like to some of the questions, and I was like, wow.
I never thought of it.
Like I learned so much.
Yes.
You know, and I feel like that is the point of a date, of a first date, is to experience the person.
Literally, that's the point of a date. That's the point. I can't stress that enough. That's the point of a date. You are experiencing another person. Do you know how beautiful and valuable and like that's just like so special? Exactly, that's so special. Like we just have our own separate lives, but two people are meeting, or three people, however many people are meeting, and they're just experiencing each other in that moment. And they're just giving off themselves.
Literally.
So like, wow, that was beautiful.
Someone came, someone showered, someone looked good, and then on top of that, they brought great energy and their true self. Honey, you are done yourself. And I think, I learned a lot through the responses that they gave.
Yeah, just the energy was beautiful. This room had beautiful energy. So now we're just gonna talk about like how we feel about the entire experience, like our overall feelings after coming up with the idea, planning it, and then implementing it yesterday via filming it. And so how do we feel about the whole thing?
And also editing.
Oh yeah.
I genuinely am so proud of us. I think a lot of us, as you grow up, you come to realize why certain people, like aunties or uncles or relatives when you're growing up, didn't maybe fulfill or reach the potential that people around them thought they would. And I think it's because the hardest thing in being an adult is being intentional and being consistent and following through.
Following through is one of the hardest things in life. To be honest, because life can get in the way.
That's the thing. And rightfully so, because it throws a lot. So I am so grateful to the universe for giving us the ability to follow through. I think the one of the best advices that I heard from someone I studied with was, ride the wave when life is good, because you never know when it's going to, and I'm so grateful that the universe gave us such a good wave and we could ride it and we could be where we are today sitting and filming this. I am so proud of us.
Yeah, same.
I'm so, with a 9 to 5,
both of us 9 to 5.
with the equipment that we have,
not a lot of equipment,
with the experience, which was zero, that
in
we
like
had
producing
in
entire show,
everything.
Zero experience.
But
now you can say some experience.
Yes, and for that, I'm proud of us.
I'm also very proud of us.
And lastly, before, because when you speak, I don't know what they mean. I think the last thing that warmed my heart is when we asked the participants, or they were asked during the date, why did you enter? It was so humbling to hear people say, it's because I like the channel. Like for me, that was so humbling, to be like, oh wow. And for that, I am so grateful. This channel is truly not just for us, and seeing people come in and step into the queerness so proudly on our channel was amazing.
Super beautiful and heartwarming.
And you?
I also share the same sentiments. I'm very proud of us. We really did that, and we actually followed through, and we actually brought it to life. It actually happened. Like people actually traveled, and they came and they sat down and they had the cheese board, and they actually spoke to each other, and they were filmed. Like it was a thing that happened. And it's just like, as someone who has always been a creative, like me, I am a creative. Hello, hi.
You are.
Although most of my life I've only been using the right side of my brain in terms of academically, studying something technical. I've always used creativity as my outlet outside of my responsibilities of being in like a technical academic, going to varsity, going to work, so then I've always used that to just be like, okay, now you can breathe, you can express, you can just be your true self without capitalism expecting you to do all these things. So when I step into creativity, I've had like a million amazing ideas. Just as much as I'm sure you guys have as well. Like, you have like 10 beautiful ideas a day, and you're like, this is but like following through, I feel like this channel and this segment are the two things that I've actually followed through. That I've, you know,
seeing it to life.
That we're like bright sparks and like, this is such an amazing idea. I should do it. And it actually happened. And both of them, it wasn't by myself. So I just feel like, for me, I'm the type of person, like, I'll have an amazing idea, I'll have that bright spark. But one thing about creative ideas, they will need some sort of, like, the implementation isn't only going to require creativity from you. It's also going to require things that you don't enjoy doing, like the technical stuff, or like the very time-consuming, tedious stuff, planning the admin. Oh my God, no one wants to do those things, but like they must be done because your creativity alone isn't going to make anything come to fruition. So I'm super grateful that I have you as a team member, because it also holds me accountable. Like, there are times I don't feel like filming. There are times, I'm sure you don't feel like filming. I'm just like, no, I want to focus with it. And then I can find this to it, and then you end up doing it. You're like, oh my God, I did that. True. But like, that's just like, I don't know. Like, I'm just grateful to have a team member where like, we're following through. And I think,
I'm also proud of us. I'm also proud of us.
I love you too.
So guys, where is this segment going?
Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, Season 5, Season 6, and so on and so on.
And more money.
Yes. More sponsorships. We paid for this. We produced.
Paid for everything.
From our pockets. So
shout out to our degrees and our 9 to 5s.
Because they paid for the creative outlets.
They're allowed to have that.
But you know, we are just putting it out into the universe with the number of sponsorships. Next time, the drinks will be sponsored, the food will be sponsored, the conversations will be sponsored.
Conversations. I think after this, we have truly shown what we're capable of, and I think it has given me the confidence to approach people and start saying, listen. Because one thing about me, we can talk to people, but I think we just needed the confidence to be like, okay, we are in this scene, and we are able.
Because it's kind of, you kind of need that sometimes to back you up to like, why should I sponsor you?
Exactly.
What have you done? And then
I've done this, I've done this, and there are other things as well. And also, I think for me, it's just, like, I don't think it will just be the umhlaba.
What does that mean?
Umhlaba jigele. It's like that's what that lady for the news would say.
what does she mean?
Umhlaba.
Like the world is turning.
Yes. No, the whole world. To umhlaba jigele. I don't know.
What is going on? Okay.
But I think it's just expanding our reach in terms of expanding our reach, not just limiting it to Johannesburg. In season 2, that would be, if we can achieve that,
and we will achieve it.
Alright. And then I think just the last thing for us will just drop what our main takeaways or learnings from this thing was. Like, you guys saw that people started the date with the first 5 minutes wearing a blindfold, and then after that, they took it off and they started talking. What did you think of that idea?
I think that was such a good idea.
Okay.
That was your idea. That was such a good idea, because it just, I don't know, one of the participants said that like they didn't envision the person, like the voice didn't match the person, how the person looked outside. And I feel like that can like give you perspective on like how we picture people. I think it was cool to just turn off all that other sense and literally just talk to someone and just talk. Don't be. It's also like there's less distractions. Now you're looking at the person's hair. You're like, that necklace. You know what I mean? Like, why are they wearing that necklace? But it's like, this was actually dope. Like, you just actually just talk.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else you can do but talk.
Yes.
Literally.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think for me, when I was thinking about that, it took me through, or I thought about it from the journey that I took in dating and the journey that I've taken in life in general in terms of learning and unlearning. And a big part of unlearning and opening yourself up to more people, because that's what people say when they like, maybe you should just open myself up.
Widen my pool.
Widen my pool. I feel like you widen your pool generally when you tap into people that you would have never done that, right? And because of our date selection process, we gave people the opportunity to pick who they wanted to go on the date with, right? And I still felt like, wait, because there was a picture, people still picked
people they're comfortable with, or they usually go for.
You know what I mean? So I just wanted to give people the opportunity and that space to learn that speak to someone and allow the first impression not to be the looks. Allow the first impression to be the feeling. And that is somewhere, and just because I've been in a relationship with you for so long, I still had to learn that. There's still people where younger me would have been like, yo, never. But now it's like, no, dude.
Yeah.
This person is amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're cool, they're thingy. But, so I wanted to give our participants that learning moment and that feeling. Like that feeling where I was enjoying the conversation and okay,
they don't look
like how it's, but I was really enjoying the conversation. So why can't I enjoy the rest of the date?
Yes, that's so true. Oh my God,
you know.
Something to think about.
Yeah.
And what you said about like having a first impression that's not based on looks. How many of us can say we have anyone's first? Like most of the people, everyone I've met, it's their first impression came with also their looks. And that informs so much because we have our own preconditioned ideas of what certain people who look this way do and what, you know what I mean? Like that's the wild, that's so cool.
Yeah. And I think also it's just like you also now put onto people who they should be.
Yes.
You know,
as soon as you see their look, they outfit, like they're gonna act like this.
They're loud.
They're sassy. Like, they look sassy.
And then now when you interact with that person, you expecting that from them.
You're projecting
and
for
the
them to be sassy.
said,
that's true. You're projecting that when you see how someone is. So it's actually that's a dope.
Yeah. So I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot, and I'm truly grateful that you took on that idea when I pitched it to you.
No, it was a great idea. And basically,
and the cards as well.
Oh yeah, we also had the cards, which were the conversation starter.
Yes, great idea.
Like I just wrote on a bunch of cards.
Beautiful handwriting. Beautiful handwriting.
The questions. And the questions, like they were actually really dope questions.
Yeah.
I tried to mix it up. Like they were like light-hearted ones. They were like ones that you would never thought would be asked.
Deep ones as well. I liked that.
Yes.
I liked it because it get to the point.
And there were spicy ones.
Yeah.
So like the more the seasons go, you guys can definitely suggest more questions.
Yeah, definitely.
And we'll put them in.
Yeah, so I think
that's about it.
That's about it from us.
Yeah.
I have one last surprise for Gugu, just to thank her for being the love of my life. And for the support. Like, you don't understand, the me who you met in 2015 would have never done this. I would have just studied, just lived my life, and never tapped into this person. And I think it has grounded me. So I just want to give you something. And I know we don't celebrate Valentine's Day, but it's also in conjunction. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, we'll be filming this. Yeah, so close your eyes.
You're lying. That's really surprising me in the YouTube video. I'm literally close, I promise. I wouldn't want to ruin my own surprise. I like surprises. So. Not you doing this. No, you're lying. You're such a liar.
How am I a liar, baby?
Why would you do this to me?
I have to.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Stop.
You can open your eyes. Have you
You're lying. No, you're lying. What? Is it Daniel Wellington? Who, me?
Yes.
No, you're lying.
Yes.
No, you're lying. When did you get this? Because we're always together.
I can't tell you.
You have to tell me because we are always together. Was I when I was at work?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and then
But then weren't you working?
Yes, I was. I just left a bit, like for lunchtime, and then I drove out.
Guys, look! Oh no, baby, stop it!
Yes, show them.
Oh, okay,
I'm kidding.
So young.
I'm kidding.
You're lying.
Yeah.
This is so beautiful. I actually don't want to open it because it's so pretty.
I don't even know how to open it.
I think you just push this.
Oh, okay.
I think I've never owned a Daniel in it. Oh wait, you do.
Yes.
As you can see, I've never owned one.
I have to spoil
This
my
is
baby
what
more.
you actually do.
Yes.
Not push, just do this. It's so simple. Look at
It
this.
almost broke the box.
It's so simple. Don't fight the box. Just do this. Okay, great.
Yes. Oh, that's nice packaging.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Forgot you guys were here.
Unboxing.
So you again
Yes.
do this, and then what do? You just pick it up.
Oh.
I should do my nails for this.
Yes.
Just
Oh.
you should have told me.
That's like.
But anyway, then you do this.
Yeah.
And then
Can you take
shut.
that from
And
you?
then your partner takes the other box, and
Yes.
you focus on.
Now you actually.
Oh, and then now there's a box within a box.
Yes.
So then what we do is, it still says Daddy Wellington, but it's in black now.
Oh.
It's classy.
Okay.
And then this is what you do.
Yes.
And then
I take this
the
one
final
again.
surprise now. Oh my god, you're. Oh my gosh, I'm going to cry. This is ridiculous. Guys, it's me owning beautiful jewelry for me. Yes, I love. This is so me, guys. This is. Oh my Jesus.
Just if it's too tight, you must.
My wrist be big,
Yes,
so.
that's what I told them. Or no, okay, no. I think we must. They have to adjust it.
Wheelchair.
I
What did they say?
Well, we must go back and adjust it, or you have a gift voucher and you must get something that you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But this is how it's supposed to look, not as tight.
Yeah.
We didn't bring it down.
Okay.
This is how it looks. Guys, imagine this and like
Your tattoo. Yes.
It's just,
Yeah.
it's giving.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys can see, but it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I've always wanted these. Do you put them with like other things?
I don't know. I just remembered that you wanted something like this. So I was like, okay.
Love it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it, guys. What's
I'm still
happening?
shook. I actually cried.
You do it, yeah.
I'm so upset. I don't know how I didn't see this in the cover. Where did you put it?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna tell you my places.
Okay.
Look, you was even here, my boy.
Oh my, I'm so silly. I could have seen that.
But guys, I'm telling you, comment down below which of the episodes in season 1 were your favorite episodes.
Who was your favorite participant?
Yes. What was the spiciest moment for you when you were like, yo?
Yes.
Yeah. And most importantly, would you enter? Are you gonna enter? Season 2
Please
is coming
enter.
soon. Asbangene.
Season 2 is gonna be hot.
Fire. It's going to be hotter, it's
Yeah.
going to be better. And finally, comment down below any suggestions, any new things, vibes that you guys would like us to introduce in season 2.
Yeah,
we
bro.
are very open to that.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? We are your favorite queer couple. Thank you to everyone that entered and participated in season 1
Yeah.
of Queers Dating Online
In real life.
Dango.
Bye.
Bye everyone.